are waiting the issue of that defense. Officer.
Those few people.
While we are standing, we will take the second stanza of the national anthem as our opening prayer. I will do that after the
Labor and employment, already mentioned, in the struggle. Under the ministry, my fellow comrades in the struggle, our media partners, very special guests that have joined us for this occasion, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great delight for me to be here and to assume duty as the Minister for Labor and Employment. Together with my sister, the Honorable Minister of State, we are grateful to God for giving us this special opportunity to serve Nigeria. We thank the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for appointing us out of the millions of Nigerians. This is a call to service, and we shall do everything within our power to give our best in assisting the President fulfill his renewed hope agenda for a better Nigeria. Nigerians have trusted President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Vice President Kashim Shettima with their mandate, and therefore expect a better nation where their dreams and aspirations will be fulfilled. The President has in turn mandated us to handle the very important aspects of labor and employment, which are critical to national development and prosperity. The task is certainly enormous, but achievable, especially with the abundant human resources Nigeria is endowed with. We therefore need your support and understanding to succeed. Under my stewardship, the Ministry of Labor and Employment will fulfill its mandate of ensuring decent work for all Nigerians and making sure that our citizens, particularly the youth and women, get the opportunity to deploy their energy, creativity, talent, and gifts to the development of the nation. We shall therefore mobilize and deploy all the resources of the ministry towards ensuring that the matters relating to labor and employment are galvanized across relevant MDAs and sectors of the economy in line with the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. Our workers must get value for their labor and operate in safe and conducive environment. Because of the level of unemployment, underemployment, and challenges associated with the work environment, we've been mandated by Mr. President to ensure that Nigerians get decent employment and are adequately remunerated for their labor, both in public and private sectors. We shall not spare any effort to protect the Nigerian worker and guarantee his dignity at all times. This administration will therefore escalate the relations with the private sector, development partners, international agencies, NGOs, among others, to make sure that unemployment and underemployment is reduced to barest minimum according to the plan of the Tinubu administration. On the relationship with organized labor, the government through the ministry shall work closely with the NLC, the TUC, and the affiliates towards not only ensuring that all pending industrial disputes are settled amicably, but also addressing with strong determination the new minimum wage and other palliatives arising from the removal of subsidies. I use this opportunity to specially convey the appreciation of Mr. President to the organized labor and Nigerian workers, of course they are not here, in general, for exercising tremendous understanding and patience with the current situation. The government does not take this for granted, and Mr. President has directed that we move on with negotiations to arrive at amicable resolutions that will make our workers overcome the current pains. Overall, the ministry shall leverage on technology, skill acquisition, entrepreneurship, agriculture, among others, to open up more employment opportunities for all Nigerians. This is in addition to current safety net jobs and new ones that this government will initiate within the coming weeks and months. In the coming weeks, we shall unveil detailed plans of President Tinubu's vision for labor and employment, and also spell out the role that the ministry and its agency, development partners, and Nigerians in general will play in actualizing it. We shall be engaging all relevant partners and receiving briefings towards a robust performance. I want to thank you all. And let me say one thing. One experience that I had in my state, of course, if there are people from Plateau, they knew when I came in to Plateau. Plateau had 12 months of outstanding salaries, 8 months of local government, 12 months of pension, and then the whole security situation. There was no peace in the state. But when I address workers like this, one thing I said, they asked me, what are you going to do about these outstanding salary arrears? What are you going to do about these disputes that are available, including no work, no pay? I didn't know when my mouth slipped. I said, I will settle all. As I said it, I was going out. Then one civil servant, a retired PAMSE, he said, Mr. Governor, that is not how they answer. He said, you made a mistake by saying you will settle all. You have not gone there to see what is there. What if you don't succeed in settling all? But I told him one thing. I said, well, if that one was a slip of tongue, using the name of God was not a slip of tongue. And so by grace, by God's grace, I was able to settle everything in Plateau. And here again, I will say, I've not seen, I've not read this, but I hope, let me use God again. By God's grace, this ministry will be the outshining ministry. And so may God help us. Amen. Thank you very much.